All right, so what up guys? I'm back with another video for my 959 Panigale. And what I'm gonna be doing today is installing some shorty levers from Evotech Performance. And let you guys see what they look like after I'm done. So I'm gonna go ahead and unbox it. See what they look like. They come in this nice packaging here. Come with a couple of stickers. They come wrapped pretty well too and well protected. All right. That right there is the brake lever. And then right here is my clutch lever. And they're pretty much just like the Pazzo style levers. They got Evotech written on the front here. So it should be a pretty quick and easy install. I did run these same levers on my Monster 821 and I loved them, never had a problem with them. I did run the long ones on there. So I decided to give the short ones a try on this bike and see how I like them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the install. All right, so the basic tools you're gonna need for this install, from what I found so far, is gonna be 4mm hex socket on the ratchet and a 10mm wrench. And basically you're gonna take the clutch and brake lever holding pins out, swap over the levers, put the pins back in. Also, what you're gonna wanna do is put a little bit of grease on all of the moving parts just so that nothing binds up and everything moves freely. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my wrench under the bottom, grab onto the bolt. And actually the 10mm feels a little bit loose on this bolt. I don't know if maybe it's really a 3/8, but just be careful that you don't strip it. I'm just gonna loosen that. And make sure you keep your finger under the nut just so it doesn't drop. And put this in my pocket. All right, so I got the nut off. I'm gonna put it over here, keep it safe. And I'm gonna try to get the pin the rest of the way out. So that's your pin. We're gonna wanna put some grease back on this when we reinstall the new lever. And when I store the bolt and the pin, I'm just gonna put it inside the grease cap just so it doesn't get any dirt stuck to the pin or the grease on the pin, and just keep it nice and clean. Now that we got that out, we should just be able to pull this out. Should slide right out of the plunger. And just like that, the lever is out. So we do need to get this pin out and reinstall it into the new lever. I'm gonna see if I can get this out without taking out this pin here. And let's just see how that works. Might have to bang that out with a hammer, but I don't know. Let's see if this comes out. Yeah. So what we're gonna have to do is bang out this pin so it releases this lever here and we can get the plunger out. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so basically all we wanna do here is knock this pin out of here. So we're gonna put the lever on top of this socket and bang the pin down with this little socket and push the pin out into the bigger socket. So I have another piece of wood here just to hold the lever up because I don't have an extra set of hands. And we're just gonna put the socket on here. And the most important thing that you wanna keep in mind is that the socket has to be small enough to fit through the hole as the lever pushes out. So I got a 6mm socket, which seems to be the right size. If it gets stuck in the hole, then I'll just get a smaller socket. So for now, let's go ahead and try to get that centered. And we'll just go ahead and try to knock this pin out. is coming. All right, you can see it's starting. You can see it's starting to come out. Just gotta keep going. Just keep pushing it out. All right, and that was it. Just go ahead and pull this out with some pliers. Okay. So we got the pin out. It did fall on the ground, so I'm gonna wanna wipe this off with a towel just to get some dirt off of it, then put some grease on it, and it'll slide right back into the new lever. All right, so I got my new lever here. I got my pin. I got a towel. I'm just gonna wipe this off just to make sure there's no dirt. And I'm just gonna dip this in some grease. And I'm gonna put it right down inside the lever like that and just move it around. So that's nice and greased up. And this lever is ready to reinstall. Okay, so the other place you're gonna wanna put a little bit of grease is right around side the plunger. So when it slides in the rubber, you know, there's no binding or friction. I'm also gonna go ahead and put some grease just around here. And then around the bottom. Put a little bit of grease around the tip of the plunger. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and slide that plunger into the rubber first. Just make sure you work the grease in and out of the rubber just to make sure it seats nice and flat the way it was. All right, and then I'll go over and grab my pin, put a little bit of grease on my pin, and just work that right back through the hole there. So I got the pin back in. I'm just gonna work it back all the way through the hole, like so. Gonna grab my lock nut. All right, and we're gonna just tighten up this nut. And then that'll be it. Normally this would be a lot easier with a ratchet wrench, but I don't have all my tools at this house, so doing a little bit of manual. You don't have to kill it, just nice and snug. All right, that lever is installed. And let's just go ahead and wipe up the excess grease so it's not looking so sloppy. All right, so that one's done now. It's nice and tight. So we're gonna go ahead, pop the key in, test to make sure the brake light works. All right, so you can see on the back wall over there, I squeezed the brake. Perfect operation. All right. And these are adjustable, of course. Easy adjustment. I'll probably keep it on like maybe 4, maybe even 3. All right, so the process is pretty much the exact same for the clutch lever. So let's go ahead and jump on that. Okay, so we're gonna pop out the clutch lever now. On this side, you have to be a little bit more cautious because there's a electronic switch here, I guess just to make sure the clutch is pressed in before trying to start the bike in gear. So you just want to make sure you don't screw that up. All right, just go ahead and pull that right out. And there you have it. So same thing like the other side, we're gonna have to go ahead and push this pin out just so we can get the plunger out and install it into the new lever. So I'm actually gonna bang the pin out this way just so I don't accidentally hit this with the hammer. All right, we got the plunger out. Go ahead and grease it up and put it onto the new lever. Slides right in like butter. All right, so I got my lever greased. I got my plunger greased. I got the plunger pivot thing greased, and I got my pin greased. So we're gonna go ahead, just slide this right into the boot. That's on. Let's go ahead and start threading the nut on. Go ahead and tighten this baby up, and then we're gonna be done. All right, that is tight. Let me go ahead and clean up the excess grease. And we done. So now the last thing we wanna do is make sure the bike still starts. All right, the starter works. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in gear. All right, so now we're in first gear. I'm just gonna make sure it doesn't start, and it doesn't. It's not letting me activate the starter if I hold the clutch. Alrighty. I think I'm gonna put this about 3. All right, so there you have it. The Evotech Shorty clutch lever and the Evotech Shorty brake lever. All right, so there you have it, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys like the levers. If you guys wanna order a set for yourself, just go to evotechperformance.com. They're right out of the UK, but they ship pretty fast. So I didn't have to wait that long. So now I'm just hoping for some good weather so I can test these babies out and see how much I like them in comparison to the long levers. So again, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, peace.